5 biggest mistakes people with social anxiety make that stops their recovery. Fancy an ongoing collection of news, reports, resources and free courses to stop social anxiety? Too easy. All you need to do is take a quick moment to subscribe and click the bell icon and you'll never miss out ever again. In today's video we're going to take a closer look at 5 biggest mistakes people with social anxiety make that stops their recovery. You'll discover why these mistakes stop you from overcoming your anxiety and what to do instead. Mistake 1: trying to control your social anxiety. Why is this a mistake? If only I can talk to my colleagues at work, they won't notice how nervous I am. Why is this a mistake to think this way? This is a mistake because the more you fight against it, the more you feed it. What should you do instead? Instead of trying to control your anxiety, stop seeing it as a monster always lurking around the next corner. Mistake 2: believing you have to be perfect. Why is this a mistake? The mistake here is thinking that you must act perfectly all the time. Why is this a mistake? This is a mistake because people with social anxiety tend to believe that being their authentic self will be unacceptable to other people. They just don't believe that their true personality and nature is acceptable to others. So what should you do instead? Stop believing that you must be perfect in order to be accepted. Instead, stop, think and ask yourself, so what? So what if people notice my mistakes? So what if some people don't like me? So what if I am not perfect? Mistake 3: believing it is only you. Why is this a mistake to think like this? The mistake here is that you believe that you are alone in the way you feel, and the only one experiencing social anxiety. Why is this a mistaken belief? This is a false belief because individuals with social anxiety tend to isolate themselves. They don't have the experience of talking about their fears with others and learning how they are not alone. What should you do instead? If you find yourself in this situation, try joining an online forum devoted to those with social anxiety, so that you can see many others share your concerns. Mistake 4: overthinking about who is at fault. The mistake here is that you believe that dwelling over the same thoughts is an effective way of problem solving. Why is this such a big mistake? People with social anxiety often try to work out who is at fault. For example, if someone is abrupt or insensitive with you, and you feel upset, is it your fault for being too sensitive, or the other person's fault for being thoughtless? You might find yourself saying, I should have done this, or I could have done that, type of thoughts, and what you think you should or could have done differently to avoid such a situation, or how you would have reacted differently if only you weren't in a high state of anxiety. What should you do instead? Try thinking about it like this: overthinking is like turning the temperature up on a pot of boiling water. The trap is that people who overthink often don't recognize that they're overthinking. Intelligent people who are used to using their thinking skills to solve problems are especially vulnerable to this trap. They see their overthinking as problem solving, a positive and a strength, when it's not the right tool in every situation. Simply engaging your brain in something else should help to disrupt overthinking, even if you don't believe that will work. Mistake 5: believing social anxiety is a personality trait. Why is this a mistake? Introversion and shyness are common temperamental dispositions, whereas social anxiety is a negative distortion of your emotions. Why is this a mistake? You don't have to live with your social anxiety any more than you have to accept a bad haircut. What should you do instead? You should seek help. Be mindful of the way in which you talk to yourself. Develop your social skills. Don't sabotage your chance to recover from social anxiety. Now that you know the top 5 social anxiety mistakes and how to avoid them, I'd like to invite you to take the next step to recovery, because you don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. If you want to discover how you can overcome your social anxiety, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Social Anxiety Channel. The link is in the description below. I will show you exactly what you need to know and do through my easy-to-follow videos, and much more. Well, there you go, 5 biggest mistakes people with social anxiety make that stops their recovery. For more help, support and tools to overcome social anxiety, please join our Facebook group, Social Anxiety Solutions. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and make it a great day.